Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in political circles lately: Marie Gluesenkamp Perez's survival in Washington's crowded primary. Now, before you think this is just another election update, let me tell you why this is fascinating. What makes this really interesting is that Gluesenkamp Perez isn't your typical Democrat. She's a two-term representative who's managed to carve out a unique political identity, often breaking with her own party on key issues. Personally, I think this is a bold move in today's hyper-partisan landscape, where sticking to party lines is almost expected. But here's the kicker: she's doing this in a district that Donald Trump carried twice. That's not just interesting, it's practically unheard of. Now, let's break this down. Gluesenkamp Perez isn't just surviving, she's thriving in a district that's ideologically split. She's managed to appeal to moderates, independents, and even some Republicans by leaning into her background as a small business owner. She co-owns an auto repair shop, by the way. In my opinion, this is a masterclass in local politics. She's not just talking about issues, she's embodying them. But here's where it gets tricky: her willingness to break from the Democratic Party on issues like immigration, transgender rights, and even Trump's SAVE Act has alienated parts of her own base. Progressive critics are calling her out for not being democratic enough, while her supporters argue that ideological purity is a luxury she can't afford in a Trump-leaning district. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about Gluesenkamp Perez, it's about the larger battle for the House of Representatives. Democrats are eyeing this seat as a potential key to flipping the House in November. But here's the thing: her strategy is risky. By appealing to the center and even some Republicans, she's walking a tightrope. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a microcosm of the Democratic Party's broader challenge: how do you hold on to moderate voters without losing your progressive base? One thing that immediately stands out is how Gluesenkamp Perez ran ahead of her party's presidential nominee, Kamala Harris, by about 7 points in 2024. That's not just impressive, it's a sign that her strategy might be working, at least in her district. But this raises a deeper question: can this model be replicated elsewhere? Or is it too dependent on her personal brand and the unique dynamics of her district? A detail I find fascinating is how Washington's primary system works. The top two finishers advance, regardless of party. This means Gluesenkamp Perez wasn't just competing against Republicans, she was also fending off a challenge from the left by progressive Democrat Brent Henrich. What this really suggests is that she's under fire from both sides, yet she's still standing. That's not just survival, that's political resilience. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Democrats are banking on Trump's low approval ratings and voter frustration with the economy and foreign policy, like the US-Israel war on Iran, to help them take control of Congress. But here's the thing: Gluesenkamp Perez's race is a reminder that national trends don't always dictate local outcomes. Her ability to connect with voters on a personal level, combined with her willingness to break from party orthodoxy, might just be her winning formula. In my opinion, this race is a case study in the art of political survival. It's about understanding your district, being willing to take risks, and not being afraid to stand out. Personally, I think Gluesenkamp Perez's approach is both risky and brilliant. It's risky because she's alienating parts of her base, but it's brilliant because she's carving out a space that few politicians can claim. So, what's the takeaway here? This race isn't just about one seat in Congress, it's about the future of the Democratic Party and how it navigates the tension between ideological purity and electoral pragmatism. As we head into November, I'll be watching this race closely, not just to see if Gluesenkamp Perez wins, but to see if her strategy can offer a roadmap for other Democrats in tough districts. What do you think? Is her approach the future of Democratic politics, or is it a one-off success story? Let me know in the comments below.